Once we've mastered two-handed kettlebell swings, we're going to move into the single-arm kettlebell swing. Set up the same way we do with our two-handed swings, but remove one hand. Hike the kettlebell high up into the groin, the same as the swings we've taught before, and drive nice and hard with the hips to come up straight and tall. Now what we're going to work on here is 5 continuous swings on one side. As we swing the kettlebell up, we're going to bring our opposing hand up to tap the kettlebell handle. This will teach us where our timing will be to catch hold of the kettlebell in the weightless point of the swing. And then as the kettlebell comes back down, we're going to counterbalance and counter swing with our opposing hand. This will help generate extra power for our next swing and also help keep our timing and our rhythm. So once you've got comfortable with swinging up 5 times and tapping the kettlebell handle, on your 6th one, grab hold and exchange hands. Repeat this process until you are comfortable in exchanging hands on each swing. The thing you need to remember when you are changing hands is to catch it at the apex of the swing. Don't try and change hands halfway into the downswing or when the kettlebell is entering the downswing at all. You must always exchange hands near that weightless point at the top at the apex of the swing. This will help keep you more stable and also give you more technical proficiency for each of your swings. Now, where can we progress our swings? We can start to integrate movement. And in our teachings, we have a 3-part process. We teach you how to use the kettlebell in the traditional stationary methods. And then we learn to integrate movement, just walking forward and back on the floor. And then finally, we will integrate movement with a change in base of support. We'll explain in a future video why this change of base of support is so important. Why do we want to integrate movement? This will start to create a greater technical challenge for our clients and ourselves. It helps to teach us more coordination, balance, proprioception, and ground force reactions. Not only this, it helps to progress our training systems, helping our bodies to function in a greater capacity with less effort required. So first up, we're going to go with a side-to-side kettlebell swing. We're going to swing the kettlebell up to the top of our swing. And as we do, we're going to bring our opposing foot in to meet our other one, so we have our feet close together and we're standing straight and tall. So if I am swinging and moving to the right, I will bring in my left leg to meet my right foot. As the kettlebell enters into the downswing, I will step out with my right foot. If I'm going to the left, I will step in with my right foot, and as the kettlebell comes down, I will step out with my left foot. It is a simultaneous movement. When you swing up, you will bring your feet in, and when the kettlebell swing comes down, you will bring your feet apart. This way the kettlebell does not smash into your knees and you will stay strong and balanced. We're going to swing a kettlebell forward and back. Way we can start out with this is, again, we set up with our kettlebell swing position. We drive nice and hard with our hips, and as we drive with our hips and we're coming up straight and tall, we take 2 short steps forward. Our feet will be firmly planted before the kettlebell hits the apex of the swing, and we will allow the kettlebell to come into a downswing. We then swing the kettlebell up and we'll take 2 short steps backwards. So it is always a swing to go forward and a swing to go back. Don't try to go forward and back in the one swing, as you will not have the time, and then you will run the risk of injuring yourself. Now the key thing to remember here is short steps. 1 to 2 inches per step. They are nice and quick. You commit to your steps, commit to your swing, and swing it with conviction. Don't be afraid of the movement, own the movement, and utilize full control and confidence that you can do it. Swing up, 2 short steps forward, allow the kettlebell to come back down into its downswing. Swing up again, take 2 short steps back, and allow the kettlebell to come into its downswing when you are standing still. We make sure we breathe in as the kettlebell comes up and we breathe out as the kettlebell comes down. And as you start perfecting this, you can start traveling forward for as long a distance as you wish, and then back for as long a distance as you wish. The variations are infinite and you can choose to do whichever way you prefer. The next one we're going to work with is the compass swing. So now we're going to set up again in our swing, and as we drive the kettlebell up and we move anti-clockwise, we're going to swing the right leg out and around 90 degrees. We're going to be pivoting on our left foot. We're going to also use our obliques to help pull the kettlebell round to our center. This one is really important to keep the kettlebell close to the body. The closer to the body, the easier it is to use your obliques to pull it around. Make sure your feet step quickly. Commit to the movement and move your feet quickly. You want them both planted before the kettlebell reaches the apex of the swing. Once you have turned 90 degrees and you have allowed the kettlebell to reach the top of the swing, stay still and allow the downswing to come through as per normal. Swing again and turn with your feet, the same as you just did before. If you're going to go clockwise, everything is the same except we pivot on our right foot and we bring our left foot out and around. You can also work towards a 180 swing, but this is quite advanced, so once you have got to the 90 degree point, master this first, where you have no mistakes and you can control the movement every single time that you swing before moving to the 180, as this requires much more technical proficiency. So why would we utilize these movements? They teach our body coordination, sometimes in contralateral versions, so our opposing foot will work to our opposing arm. They will teach you how to work in stabilizing the body through our dynamic movement. They'll provide extra resistance to some of these exercises, so you don't necessarily then need to move to a heavier kettlebell, as you can move to a more difficult exercise as your client has progressed. Now that said, they must make sure they have technical proficiency on the traditional movements first before moving on. And one of the other great benefits here with adding movement to these exercises is they can work finer muscles that are missed in their traditional counterparts. So these are some things that you can practice and work with on your journey with kettlebells and learn how to explore the kettlebell's potential into human functional movement.